Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Strategic Mind the Pacific, a game available now on PC, which features, of course, naval combat in the Pacific theater during World War II. We're about to see the attack on Pearl Harbor from the Japanese perspective, as carriers are moving into position now in order to launch their attacks, their aircraft, and to defend their carriers. If you want to see more of this game, remember, do your part. Let me know I'm doing my part down below in the comments section to support this type of content. Remember, YouTube and Susie and all the cronies at YouTube are suppressing this type of content. They don't want to see World War II, they don't want to see battles, and they want to see puppies and glitter as being the only videos on YouTube. So do your part, leave a like, and let me know you're doing your part down below. This game, of course, is available now, and we actually see some aircraft carriers from the U.S. perspective as well, launching lots of aircraft, in fact. So there's two campaigns for this game available for the Japanese and also for the Americans, taking place in 1942 for the Americans, the Battle of Coral Sea, and then also the Japanese taking place directly at Pearl Harbor. So let's go ahead and kick off World War II for the United States and attack Pearl Harbor. We'll see what this game has to offer, and we'll see if it's actually good. It looks like it's got some really good cutscenes so far. I kind of want to keep watching these, as we've already seen Japanese and American carriers launch aircraft. Now we're seeing a zero engage, awesome, and a torpedo bomber coming in, and that looks to be the Yamato right there, awesome. Right before the Battle of Okinawa, that sumbitch going down. Look at that, woof, that's a heavy hit, boys. Wonder if there's also the Battle of like Iwo Jima, and also maybe the invasion of the Philippines from both the American and the Japanese perspectives. Would be quite interesting to see the liberation of that. Oh yeah, Mount Suribachi in the distance there, Japanese tanks ready and waiting for the American invasion force there. Marines and such ready to come aboard. There's Mount Suribachi off in the distance. Can we get a naval bombardment, boys? Let's see. Looks like we got ships ready to go. There's Mount Suribachi, and the airfield's right off the beach of Iwo Jima. Looks like the ships are steaming in. I don't know if we see any launching. Oh, there we go. Nice. Some beautiful shots from what's hopefully a battleship there. Would be awesome. Okay, well, without further ado, let's get right into the game. I just can't get enough of these cutscenes. They're very nice. So let's see what it has to offer, and we'll start as the Japanese in our campaign. Let's go. And here we are, the Empire of Japan military exercises, spring 1941. Obviously some sort of a ship here doing some training exercises then. Damn, look at those guns go. Nice. Oh yeah, shooting at some targets there out at the water. That looks pretty good. Oh yeah, torpedo bombers coming in, or dive bombers. Wow, nice. Was that plane even carrying a torpedo? All right, Battleship Nagato, Captain's Bridge.
Yamamoto, reporting the results of the exercises. All targets were hit. During the past few months, our pilots have improved the effectiveness of their torpedo attacks significantly.
Good. I will personally express our gratitude for their distinguished service.
Fighter pilots are asking for permission to use aerobatics during training flights and military exercises. Previously, we have forbidden such training due to a high mortality rate among pilots.
Permission granted. If the war breaks out and our pilots are ill-prepared, we will have many more deaths. They should train rigorously.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the Imperial Palace Gardens, 41.
My, how beautiful the blossoming Sakura is. Do you not think so, Yamamoto? It has already started to blossom while our Navy is still resisting any decisive actions against the United States.
The Sakura blossom is magnificent indeed, but soon its flowers will fall. Would not the whole of Japan fall as well if we enter the hopeless war against the United States and Great Britain, Army Minister Tojo?
The Army is sworn to protect the Emperor, but without fuel we cannot perform our duty. Thus, we need to occupy Indochina and utilize its oil production.
That action will only worsen the situation. I am afraid as of now, 80% of our fuel is imported from the U.S. If we invade Indochina, we will get a powerful enemy and still be left without fuel.
So what? Do we have to keep dancing to the Yankees' tune? Absolutely not! We cannot wait for their wretched pittance. We must take what is necessary to protect our Emperor and our homeland without paying attention to anyone else.
The Navy as a whole and myself personally stand firmly against the war with the United States. They will immediately be joined by Great Britain and the Netherlands. Their combined forces are too powerful.
Our samurai spirit and faith in the Emperor will help us overcome any foe.
I see it as a not well considered childishness. Only the personal command of the Emperor, whom I faithfully serve, will make me lead the Navy against the United States.
I don't know if a conversation like that took place for real at the Imperial Palace, but
Japanese troops
essentially that's how it went.
French Indochina on July the 28th, 1941. In response, the U.S. government imposed trade sanctions on Japan, including the freezing of Japanese assets in the United States and an embargo of oil exports to Japan.
Damn, this game has a lot of
The whole
cutscenes. This is
note.
cool.
It is preposterous. How many more insults do we have to endure? The Yankees want to keep us on a leash, put us in a doghouse, only to be fed their leftovers. This is equal to a declaration of war.
You have become a prime minister, General Tojo, but have not become more prudent. Did you really expect the United States to ignore our occupation of Indochina? A wise man will always find a way to avoid...
Admiral Yamamoto, can you not finally understand? If we succumb to the United States without a fight, we will surely become just one more state in the United States, and the Japanese nation will be lost forever. Whereas, if we accept the fight, uneven as it may be, then even if we lose, our descendants will be able to revive Japan and keep on living while holding their heads high.
It is not you who will be dying, General Tojo. It is Japanese youth.
If necessary, I am more than ready to give my own life for the Emperor, our country, and its future.
And who gave you the right to decide for the whole of Japan?
His Majesty the Emperor has decreed that we develop and execute an attack against the United States fleet in order to protect our interests in the Pacific Ocean.
I will comply with the Emperor's will. I expect that we will officially declare war on the U.S. right before the beginning of our attack. We must not dishonor our country in the whole world's eyes.
I think you have a point, Admiral. I will make sure to warn our diplomats.
Admiral Yamamoto, the Navy headquarters have devised a plan of attack on Pearl Harbor according to your instructions. Our first air fleet will annihilate the U.S. Pacific Fleet with one decisive blow.
I consider it my duty to remind you that I always consider this fancy plan of yours an unjustified gamble. We must proceed with time-tested methods, not some fantasies.
Time-tested methods are great if the opponents have equal strength. We, on the other hand, have to make a miracle for Japan to come out victorious after this war.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
Ogaki, please provide our diplomats with the exact timing of the upcoming attack. They have to make public our declaration of war before we begin the attack.
Consider it done.
Which they failed to do, I believe, in real life. They were not able to declare war before the attack. They were not happy
Tomorrow
about
I have to leave Tokyo together with my fleet. I cannot say where we are headed, but I won't be back for quite a while. I'm afraid that food shortages will soon begin all over Japan. With this, you will not starve.
Yamamoto-san is too kind to me. I will miss you so much. Please, write to me as often as you can. Your letters are always so wonderful.
I definitely will. You too should not forget your good old Yamamoto.
Wow, we finally get to play now.
From Prime Minister Tojo
There we go.
to Admiral Yamamoto. The die is cast. The great Japanese nation is going to war to protect its sovereign land and legitimate interests from this insidious enemy's assaults. Japan has never confronted such a powerful and dangerous adversary as the USA. However, with the help of the gods, we'll carry out our plan. The samurai spirit and willingness to sacrifice will lead us to victory. The Emperor has entrusted you, Admiral Yamamoto, with the combined fleet, as you are the most dignified and skillful naval commander. The fleet is facing the task of great importance, and the fate of the nation depends on your command. Now you must deal a sudden, devastating blow to the enemy, which they will not be able to recover from. I order you to start the operation with full confidence in the power of the Imperial fleet and in the blessings of ancient spirits on your noble mission. Glory to the Emperor!
Admiral Chuichi Nagumo, commander of the task force speaking. We are now within striking distance from Pearl Harbor. No activity of the American fleet is detected. I request to clarify the tactical situation and the location of the targets utilizing the latest intelligence.
Great, Admiral Nagumo. Now my Chief of Staff, Admiral Matome Ugaki, will provide you with relevant data.
According to the provisionally adopted plan, we must defeat the forces of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, concentrated in Pearl Harbor, with a sudden and powerful blow from our carrier-based aircraft. At the same time as the airstrike, our submarines should secretly enter the harbor and torpedo the enemy ships. Unfortunately, both U.S. Pacific Fleet carriers left Pearl Harbor a few days ago. Their current location is unknown. However, according to the intelligence reports, the 8 battleships that constitute the U.S. fleet's essential strength are compactly concentrated in the eastern part of the harbor. In order to weaken the enemy's forces enough, we must sink at least 4 of them. Although, it would be preferable to have all of them destroyed. Also, it is crucial to neutralize American aviation. It is an easy target now, as it is concentrated at the airfields. I suggest you bomb them before the majority of the enemy planes can get airborne. Besides ships and planes, the infrastructure must become our next goals. The enemy's northern, central, and southern oil storage facilities, the shipyard, and the power plant in Pearl City. I would like to stress again that Pearl Harbor must be struck suddenly and severely. We should not give the enemy a chance to recover and organize effective defense. There are radar systems in the north of Oahu. With the help of those, the enemy can see our forces from a distance. This has to be considered during the operation. That's all.
Well then, I command to start the attack, and may our ancestor spirits be with us.
All right, wow. Okay, well, the game certainly does a lot with getting you ready for the battle. Now, finally, after the in-game movie, I suppose we get to begin. Objectives are to destroy 4 enemy battleships, 10 aircraft, 3 oil tanks, the power station, shipyard, and possibly 4 more battleships, giving us a total of 8. All right, we have our submarines here in the south. We have 2 more submarines here on the east side of that. Let's see, 2 carriers here as well as 2 ships.
Observing the horizon.
Looks to be destroyers. Looks like we can right-click and take a look at everything. Wow, there's different types of options and such. Air defense, move carefully, suppressive fire. Wow, this is going to be a very detailed game. Very cool. Not really caring too much for the intro video, aside from maybe the part at the start where Tojo and Yamamoto were walking the gardens, but I do like the amount of strategic...
forces are comprised of both core and non-core units.
Oh.
Core unit strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units, it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Okay, so we can basically have carriers go from battle to battle. So if we get a lot of kills with the carrier, it'll be more effective the next time. Very interesting. All right, there's the 2 radar stations that they were warning us about here in the north of Hawaii. But let's try to move those submarines first into position.
I can't wait any longer.
Let's go.
Silent and deadly.
Okay, we're moving forward now.
I miss the fresh air. Silent and deadly.
Who the hell did all this voice acting? All right, if we right-click, it skips the animations, so that's good.
I'm still here.
All right, let's get ready to move
What's
into
that?
position.
Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
What the
Where are your eyes, or our godly emperor?
What the hell kind of voice acting is that? Okay. Anyway,
Do you require assistance?
yeah, let's see. All right, so we got to get ready to launch the carriers.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Okay.
Do you require assistance?
I've seen the American campaign, by the way, the American intro. Ooh, it's worse. It is a heavy oof. But it's all good. I guess the developers are trying to create some sort of
Start the engine.
something. I don't know. All right, let's try to close in on Hawaii.
Position.
Make sure we can get our carriers a little
Checking
closer
that
before we
sector.
launch our ships.
We
Or
have
our
more
planes.
guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft. Are there new orders from our godly emperor?
Yeah. Let's move over here. Okay.
Are there new orders from our godly emperor?
Okay, so we have aircraft to launch. We have
Those bombs are heavy.
bombers and
The
fighters
weight
ready
of
to
our
go.
bombs makes me feel more confident.
Torpedoes too. Torpedo bombers. Nice.
Those bombs are heavy.
Let's start launching everybody.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
Okay, so we're launching aircraft
Tactical
now.
bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
Be careful with the bombs.
We bring the storm.
Okay, we don't really have any scout
Firestorm.
planes, I think. We've only got torpedo bombers and dive bombers, it seems.
What should be destroyed next?
Let's just get everything launched.
Those bombs are quite dangerous,
Now
you
that
know?
we've moved in closer, there we go. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side with our...
We have more guns
Carriers
than the
over
entire
here.
enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Oh, cool, there's like a cinematic move mode, too. Well, that looks cool. Yeah, that carrier is very detailed, too. It's very nice. They did a good job with that. Okay, let's launch some more aircraft.
We are the swarm.
Overwatch Breakthrough. Activation costs 4 fuel. Afterburner. Okay, so there's special abilities our carriers can
Who
do,
do you
too.
want me to kill?
Are we
Is there a
fully
hotkey for
loaded?
this? I don't think
Are
so.
we fully loaded?
Okay, so we got planes going up. This is great.
Ships consist of various ship parts such as hull, engine, main gun, second gun, anti-aircraft gun, and others. Most of them have their own HP indicating their current state. When hull HP drops to 0, the ship is destroyed. Ship firepower depends on the current HP of each individual gun.
Be careful with the bombs. We bring death on our wings.
Okay. All planes are up. We should be ready to start our attack shortly then.
We
So
bring death on our wings.
the only thing I'm worried about then is the early warning defenses for the Americans, but really what we need to do is hit the airfield. Airfield's here. So that's the 10 aircraft that need to be destroyed, and then also the power station inside of Pearl Harbor. So this is a kind of a aircraft.
What should
is
be
this?
destroyed next?
Torpedo bomber. Okay, so let's move our... maybe we should stop our turn and see if the submarines can scout for us, find out where the ships are, then we can get our torpedo bombers into position to take out all the ships. And maybe they're going to take more than one torpedo hit. But the main targets for me now is probably going to be the airfield itself. Right there. So it looks like all these squares around this are possibly part of the airfield too? Maybe? Looks like they're getting supply from... Oh, looks like supply actually moves around between buildings and stuff. That's interesting.
Carrier-based aircraft is different from ordinary aviation, as it can land and take off from carriers. It can resupply ammunition and fuel and restore its damage on board a carrier. It can also change its equipment while on a carrier. However, in order to be reinforced, it has to land at an airfield.
Okay, so we got our fighters here, so those would be perfect scouts.
The enemy
Let's
is
use
close. I can feel his fear.
those. Let's see what happens. The game looks beautiful, though. They did a good job modeling the island, and the buildings look nice. Fighter is like right over the airfield, but I don't see any enemy planes. Maybe we have to go right over the top.
Deliver death. The enemy is close. I can feel
there
his
they are.
fear.
Okay, so we see some enemy planes. So we'll send our fighters in first. Looks like
Those bombs are heavy.
no anti-aircraft torpedoes.
What should be destroyed next?
This is a dive bomber. All right, let's go ahead and hit those American planes. Let's see if they can drop on top and do some damage. I think we can only hit the building here, not the planes. So
Let's
try
lose some weight.
that. Yep. Drop it on them, boys.
Our American friends have panicked. We are intercepting their messages. SOS. We have been attacked by the Japanese. Japanese aircraft have reached Oahu. And this is real. This is a Japanese attack.
All right, let it begin then.
Looks like those Japanese have ruined the Americans' day off.
Okay, we got another dive bomber. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit this target again. Can he move out
Those
after
bombs
that?
are quite dangerous.
Ah,
you
he
know.
can. Perfect.
Imperial Air Service.
And this is another torpedo bomber, so we'll have him continue towards the battleships.
Just a few moments, and we'll be there. Be careful with the bombs. Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
Yeah, Tora, baby. Let it drop. Let's go. Down to 3. Airfield almost destroyed. Second airfield ready to go. Wonder if we need to return to a carrier
bring
after
death
dropping
on our
one
wings.
bomb.
Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
Or if we can attack multiple times. All right, torpedo bombers are here. They're going to come in next.
There better be targets.
There will
What
be.
should be destroyed next?
And another torpedo bomber. Wow, we are more than ready
There
to
better
destroy
be targets.
ships. That's our main goal, I suppose. Okay, we have 2 more airfields over here. 3 more airfields. Possibly more. And then the one in the center. Wow, there's airfields all over this island. That is crazy. All right, let's begin our attack over here.
Tactical bomber is here.
Torpedo bomber ready. Let's go peek on the ships a little bit. Let's see if we can get a fighter to go.
Imperial Air Service.
Where's a tiny plane?
Those bombs are heavy.
Torpedo bombers,
The weight of our
dive
bombs
bombers.
makes me feel more confident.
Okay, let's go ahead and hit the fuel reserves.
Let's lose some weight.
North, central, and southern fuel there for the United States. Here comes the bomber.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are 2 types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units always receive only lethal damage. However, they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP. Thus, damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Is someone observing that area? The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
Can someone timestamp that, please? Can we get a bunch of those comments down below? Those explosions look like the
weight
rising
of our
sun.
bombs makes me
Good
feel
morning.
more confident.
Like, okay, dude. All right, so we've got our first battleship there spotted. I think I can move the rest of these torpedo bombers in. Let's just get a little
Here we
closer.
come.
We can continue to move
Are we
after
fully loaded?
we get a little closer.
Here we come.
All right.
Imperial Air Service.
Wow, we got
Will there
tons
be
of torpedo
fighters covering
bombers.
us?
I need more ground bombers
Are we fully loaded?
to complete my goals on the ground.
In unity is our strength.
Okay, let's start hitting ships. Although that says 0 to 4. So lethal damage would be 4, non-lethal damage would be 0. B5N, 14 to naval attacks, plus 3 defense, moving target, plus 7. It's not a moving target, it's literally moored. Let's see what would happen. Well, it says our total attack is 14, total defense is 14, so that would nullify our attack on the ship, according to the chart on the right. Plus 10 strength. Oh, so the attack actually would be plus 10. All right, let's give it a shot then. Let's see what happens.
Explosions look like the rising sun. Good
Oh,
morning.
wow. All right, good job.
Be careful with the bombs.
All right, looks like this ship can't move. This plane can't
Imperial
move any
Air
further.
Service.
This is an enemy unit. Right-click on it for more information.
Colorado class. Okay. So all of our
What
planes are
should be
nearby.
destroyed next?
I can't move again. I guess you get one move, but all of our planes are ready to go. Okay, have we moved all of our planes where they need to go?
Imperial Air Service.
I don't think we can make any more moves. I wonder if there's an option for next unit. Let's see, number of aircraft deployed. All right, we've got all those going. Okay, let's end our turn and see what happens. The Americans will try to launch their aircraft next. Where's end turn here? There it is, 10 out of 15. I think that might be units that have moved. Oh, and they're searching for submarines. Okay. Okay, our turn again.
Finally, some orders. Have you checked for escort ships?
Okay, let's move into position. Now we'll get ready to attack with the 533mm Type 95 torpedo tube. Gun range is 2, so I'm assuming it can move 2 hexagons.
The submarine is an invisible enemy unless it is detected via sonar. It
Beautiful.
can make powerful attacks with torpedoes and then instantly retreat to avoid detection. Torpedoes deal damage exclusively to ship hull, thus being a very effective tool to make quick work of damaging or destroying an enemy ship.
Apparently he said this can retreat after attacking, but it doesn't look like I can move.
Oh? How'd you see us?
What?
Launch torpedoes!
Oh, like, cool. Let's see a cutscene. Well, that looks awesome. That was cool. It's going to take a while to sink some ships, though. These are quite resilient ships.
How'd you see us?
Also, I wonder if I can fire through one of our units.
Notice our approach.
Let's see if
Too
I
bad for
fire
them.
here.
We are coming for them.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we can attack like that. Oh, good. We're about to get our first ship sunk.
I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
Okay, let's try to attack again.
We are coming for them.
So we can actually fire 2 hexagons. 1, 2. So that's good. All right, one ship is almost ready to be destroyed. Whoa, there's a giant gun down here? I didn't even see this. Coastal defenses. Oh, if we're surface, that's basically immediate death. Wow, that's bad times. What does that gun say? Let's see. Coastal battery, overwatch of sea, howitzer fire. Oh, so it can also use as an artillery piece. Oof. Don't want that. All right, so our light ships here near the carriers are just going to defend the carriers.
Are we fully loaded?
So it's no point in using them again. Can we attack again even though we don't have bombs? It seems like we don't have bombs, but maybe we do. Is there a way to see ammunition? Damage 0 out of 10. Level up heroes. Oh, air target. Apparently we have an F-14 with us. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can hit it again. It looks like we can attack. So maybe a gun run as it's going back to the carrier would be good for a resupply. It does have to pass over the airfield.
The enemy's gonna have a tough...
By shelling the enemy airfield, you also damage aircraft units located there. Enemy
hit again.
aircraft are much easier to eliminate on the ground than in the air.
Okay, that's nice. All right, let's head back to the carrier.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Actually, let me see. Oh, actually, there it is. 2 out of 4. So we can attack 4 times.
Here we come.
Got it. All right.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Perfect. Let's keep hitting them.
Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning and good night to that airfield. Excellent.
Approaching.
Apparently it's been destroyed. And that gives us enemy aircraft destroyed 3. Perfect.
Deliver death.
The fighter here is just going to have to hang out. I don't know if it can actually attack. Can it? Can it attack ground targets? Nope. Doesn't look like it can. So only air. Can't do like a gun run or something on the ground. No strafing.
Are we fully loaded?
Can you attack again?
Be
Nope.
careful with the bombs.
Fighters can just hang
We
out
bring
up here.
death on our wings.
All right, torpedo bombers are ready to go. Let's start hitting American ships that are battleships. Let's try to hit this one in the front, and we'll circle back to the carrier.
We're going to send them our generous gifts.
All right, let's see what happens.
Wow, that's a hit.
Wow, that's a hit. Sounds like a
Fighter planes are
YouTuber.
vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire
okay.
and clear the way for tactical bombers.
So fighters can attack the ground. They just have to use the skill to do it. Doesn't really seem worth it, to be honest. But since we're attacking with really no enemy aircraft up,
A fighter here.
we can give it a shot. Overwatch breakthrough. Activation costs 4 fuel. Looks like we got 32 out of 40. I'm gonna hold off for now.
Those bombs are heavy.
All right, looks like we got two torpedo attack abilities, so that's good. So let's hit this ship.
You can't hide from the blast waves.
There we go. This game has definitely got some cheese to it, but I actually really like this. really cool. Like, look at the amount of aircraft we got up, and we're completely catching them by surprise, obviously. It's a good, like, initial tutorial mission. And it's a historical one that really did start the war.
Poor souls.
Alright, so we've destroyed 1 out of 4 battleships. This should be our second one now. Oh, interesting. So if you fly over a ship, it can actually, it can actually fire it with a special ability and such. Oh, ship wasn't destroyed. Pretty close, though. Okay, fighters.
The warriors of the sky.
Try to get them onto attack duty.
Command.
Overwatch breakthrough. It doesn't look like I can actually attack ground targets here. I can't attack the airfield or HQ skills. Repair or reinforcement. Nope. It doesn't look like I can attack ground targets. Well, that's fine. I will stay focused on our bombers and such. So we got 3 fighters ready to go, right? This is a dive bomber here. And it's needs to attack next. Wait, actually this... Oh, fighter there.
Those bombs are quite dangerous.
Dive bomber here and here. So we'll have the 2 fighters kind of escort them back and forth to the carrier. Now, where's our dive bombers over here?
Imperial Air Service.
All right, dive bomber ready to go. Hit them hard, boys. Okay, it looks like that fuel has been destroyed. So 1 of 3 air tanks destroyed.
A tactical
fuel
bomber
tanks
is
destroyed.
here.
Good job. Okay, he'll have to attack next turn.
Approaching.
So the ones with the red tail seem to have the dive bombs.
Makes me feel more confident.
All right, so we're clearing out fuel. Good job on some of these targets.
Is someone observing that area?
Another dive bomber ready to go.
Let's lose some weight.
Seems like those cutscenes are random. I don't need to see them. Just drop the bombs.
Approaching. What should be destroyed next?
All right, torpedo bombers. Let's start finishing off the ships.
Bow to the gifts of the Empire. We have
There
reduced the enemy numbers to 0.
Cutting through like a Ginsu. Let's drop some more torpedo bombs.
Those bombs are heavy. There better be targets.
Guess we can't there.
Are we fully loaded?
This one's attacked already. Who else can attack? We need a green...
Are we fully loaded?
There we go. Green symbol here.
Bombs away.
Torpedoes away. Excellent. We also need to destroy the harbor, too.
Here. The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Wow, I'm glad we have all these torpedo bombers. There's an incredible amount of ships here. Okay, down to 7.
Imperial Air Service. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning. Those bombs are heavy. Their days are numbered.
Okay, then we got to start circling back to the carrier. So this is actually going to, for a tutorial intro mission where it's pretty easy.
That hurts.
It's still going to take some time. We've only destroyed 3 out of 4 ships. And we need to wipe out the rest of the aircraft. So we need to finish off our bombing over there. Once the dive bombers are finished with the oil tanks, we then need to go for the airfields. So just to even complete the basic mission, we still got to get... well, actually, we only need to destroy 10 aircraft. So we probably can't hit them all. So we'll probably just finish off. Looks like each is 3, maybe. So 3, 6, 9. Damn, you're fine. Something sock it to me one more time, perhaps. We'll see. All right, let's see if I got all aircraft completed for their runs. Or at least the ones that are torpedo bombers. Okay, it looks like all the planes over the ships have completed their runs. Fighters will just hang out over here just in case the Americans get airborne. Bombs are complete, good. And the submarines made their moves too, didn't they?
Their ships.
Apparently we can fire 5 more of those, okay. And looks like we made our torpedo attacks too.
A tactical bomber is here.
Not you, I want the submarine underneath, please.
A tactical bomber is here.
Alright, we'll just move a little closer.
We are ready to sink their
Oh,
ships.
he can't move anymore. Okay, let's do another turn, see how it goes. American ships are firing. And patrolling, it seems. Oh, they're coming over to the submarines. Oh, they're going to hit sonar. And now we're spotted now. Oh, they know what's up. Wow, we double attacked. Wow. Doesn't matter. Our goal here is to finish off the enemy
Those
ships.
bombs are heavy.
Enemy battleships are most important. All right, let them have it, boys.
Attacks on target.
There we go. 20 out of 40. What are all these kill zones meaning? Oh, that we can't fly that far anymore? Oh, maybe we can't return to the carrier. Oh, we should be able to. This one should be able to return after this attack. Pretty cool. All right, let's go for some more.
A tactical bomber is here.
Let's just drop some more
Poor
bombs and we'll
souls.
just cut bait and call it a day. We know how
Be careful
to.
with the bombs.
We know how to do things here now. This is actually quite interesting. We also need to destroy the shipyard, which is here, so that's another target. Just takes
Let's
time.
lose some weight.
I thought this would take maybe 20 to 30 minutes, but there's actually some good beef to this
The
game.
weight of our bombs makes me feel more
like it.
confident. Those
There's a
bombs
lot
are
more
quite dangerous, you
strategic play and thoughts here than I thought.
know? What should be destroyed next?
Go for that one.
We're going to send them our generous gifts. Are we fully loaded?
Oops.
We bring death on our wings.
That's all right. We're right over the top. I wonder if that makes it more
The
accurate if
weight
you're
of our
on
bombs
top of a
makes me
ship.
feel more confident. Things are going to explode.
Yes, yes, they are. Wow, launching torpedoes from the beach out to the ship. No wonder it
Those
caused
bombs
zero.
are quite dangerous, you know?
Seems like if you don't position the AI properly, it'll just make whatever move
We're
it
going
wants.
to send them our generous gifts.
So it'll fly to the south, for example, and then start attacking. Okay, that's another thing
Be
to note.
careful with the bombs. Things are going to explode.
Yeah, we need to surround a ship in order to attack it. There you go.
I can't wait any longer.
All right, let's hit them with the torpedoes.
We are coming for them.
Oh, if we attack next to a destroyer, it looks like they can launch depth charges too. Wow.
I miss the fresh air.
So we need to get that ship out of the way. But let's keep launching
Death
attacks. I
from
want to
below.
see the enemy battleships explode. That's all I'm here for today. You saw Battle of Pearl Harbor. Well, damn it, that's what happened. All right, that one already attacked.
I can't wait any longer.
Okay, fire. Looks like that ship can only support once.
Finally, some
So it
orders.
doesn't look like he'll be able to fire back, I think. Wow, these
We
ships are
bring
resilient.
death on our wings. Be careful with the bombs.
We got another dive bomber ready to go. Let's keep hitting American planes.
Bombs away.
So ready to complete the mission, all you got to do is destroy 4 ships and then bail.
Imperial Air Service.
So once we do that,
Bow
it'll
to
be
the
mission
gifts of
complete.
the Empire.
But also the
weight
a
of
lot
our
of
bombs
secondary
makes me feel
objectives.
more confident.
That's crazy. That really
We
adds
bring
some
death
unique
on our
challenge to it.
wings.
Our ships also our planes need to return to the aircraft
Be
carriers.
careful with the bombs.
So these all came in from the other side. And have we attacked with all of our
Finally,
subs?
some orders.
Looks like they're all attacked. Good.
Are we fully loaded?
And let's see if all of our airplanes have attacked the ships. Looks like it, I think. Cool.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
All right, let's hit that.
You can't hide
Oil supply
from
again.
the blast waves.
Okay.
A tactical bomber is here.
So it looks like each of the dive bombers can do 4 attacks, and then the torpedoes can do 2.
Are we fully loaded?
Let's keep hitting the airfield there. Looks like it's actually got 2 health left. Let's go ahead and
Watch
finish
out.
it off. Let them have it, boys. Oh, looks like Americans are starting to wake up. They're starting to get anti-aircraft ready. Hit that damn position.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Let's hit this airfield here.
Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
Unidentified target damage reduced. Well, it is. I mean, we have scouted out Pearl Harbor pretty effectively. They must have a lot of defenses around the power plant. I guess that makes sense. Very cool. All right, I want to do a full playthrough on this game. There's certainly a lot of beef here for the intro cutscene and a lot of the mission to be played out. Pretty confident that we can destroy one more battleship and the remaining tanks with our remaining turns. So I definitely want to do that. So if you guys want to see a full playthrough on this game, let me know. We're just kind of taking a first look and dabbling in it. I certainly do like the mission itself and like the gameplay, like the hexagonal, but the voice acting is that is cheese upon cringe. It's a cheesy cringe sandwich. The intro cutscene pretty good. A lot of good information here for people who might not know about the Pacific Theater or as kind of a first game or something like that. But anyway, I guess a job well done from our troops, just with more turns and more time. I should be able to at least complete the basics, but if you want to pick this game up, it is available now, so make sure you check it out on Steam. If you want a full playthrough, go ahead and drop those likes. Remember to show your support. Susie is suppressing it, but I got to get out of here to play more games, so if you want me to jump back and do some more missions on the American side, the American campaign, and see what they have to offer, let me know. Otherwise, pretty cool game, nice little campaign, and certainly well welcome to see more of the Pacific Theater, especially on naval combat. All right, guys, thank you very much for dropping by. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me here today, and I'll see you next time for more. Awesome, guys. Take care. See you soon.